Hi, my name is Julie Neitzel, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my career choice in the call center industry. This was a decision for me that kind of came out of the blue, but as I'm speaking to you, I want to ask you a question. How do you know you're choosing the right career field? Just think about that for a minute. How did it begin for me? Years and years ago, I was a temporary employee with a temporary agency, and I was assigned out on short-term assignments. I did things from medical record filing to office work to just basic those types of jobs. One night I was home and I received a call from the temporary agency that they had a short-term assignment for me with a call center about 15 miles from my home in Ohio called Sprint Cellular. I knew nothing about the company and I really knew nothing about call centers, but I thought, you know what, I need a job, let me go do it. So the next morning I arrived there bright and early, and I was greeted by a trainer that he literally changed my life. I remember he took me into a conference room and he kind of explained to me what I would be doing. This was all unfamiliar to me. He explained that I would be in front of a computer and I would be answering customer phone calls, calls about cellular service. And this was back in the day where we didn't have handheld phones. Anyone that had a cellular phone, it was, the big mounted in the car phone. So typically all the calls I would be receiving were from customers who were driving. And this is back in the day when your cellular service provided you a very small home service area. And if you left that area, you all of a sudden you were roaming. Your phone went into a roaming mode. So we had a lot of questions from customers that needed explanation about why is my phone in a different mode and am I being charged more, and et cetera, et cetera. For 2 days, I learned how to do that, and then I was kind of pushed out on the phones and said, good luck, go do it. I took customer inbound call after customer inbound call. Every call, I had a question. Every call I needed help, it seemed like. But after a couple of days, I got the hang of it. I was able to get better every day. I understood what I was being rated on. I was being rated on my handle time. I was being rated on how many customers I could assist in a day. I was rated on how satisfied those customers were when they hung up. And I liked it. I got excited. Every day I would come in, there was a big whiteboard, and we would all be ranked on who had the best day the day before. And I would be so excited to go to work, and I'd come in and I'd always be number 2. I could never beat this one girl. She'd always be in front of me, but it still made me feel good. I was trying to get her. I realized that this is something I could do for a career. The temporary assignment did turn into a full-time offer, and within a couple of years I did apply for a lead representative role, which I was given. During that role, I was asked to move over to our collections department, which I wanted to take on the challenge. What we did in collections at the time was we hand dialed our customers on the phone and collected payments for late cellular phone bills. And that sparked something in me that I didn't really know was inside of me. It sparked the desire to want to compete. I wanted to compete with others. I wanted to, compete with myself and try to see if I could get better every day. I did that for several years and then was offered a supervisor position, which I did accept. And during that time, Sprint Cellular was purchased by Alltel. I don't know if anyone remembers Alltel as a company, but Alltel purchased Sprint, and Alltel was very heavily invested in their leadership team, and I was put through a lot of different leadership training courses. One of the leadership training courses was a year-long rotation in and out of different call centers that Alltel owned, and during that time I learned different job functions, from technical support to workforce management to, everything that you could think of. And that was really exciting to me. Once successful completion of this course, I was eligible to apply for call center manager roles. So I started applying for roles, and of course I was turned down for several of the roles. At the time, I was super bummed. I thought, gosh, is this ever gonna happen? But after like the 5th time, it did. I was offered a role to the Phoenix, Arizona office, and I moved to Phoenix with my family, and had several different roles in the Phoenix area, in customer service, in collections, in technical support. After several years of doing that, I decided, I wonder if this is really what I'm supposed to do, or am I just comfortable doing this? So I thought, let me see what else is out there. I wonder if I'm even capable of doing something different. So I looked, and I did find a position as a customer service manager with a food service company, and I did accept the role. This was totally different from me. I had to learn all about supply and demand, about logistics, about back ordering, about really meeting the customer's needs from a different angle. It felt good to learn something new, quite honestly. But after about 6 months, I realized I was kind of bored in the role. I kind of missed the craziness of the day-to-day in the call center. So I thought, okay, let me put my resume back out on LinkedIn. So I put it out on LinkedIn, was contacted by PayPal, and interviewed for the role in customer service here. After several interviews, I did get the position. Once I was back, I realized this is what I'm meant to do. This is really what I'm meant to do. I know call centers kind of receive a bad rap. People hear the word call center and they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. But really, a lot of research that I've done, call center work is very competitive. The benefits are good, the hours typically are good, the pay is good. Typically, it's a great working environment. There's a lot of perks that do come with working at a call center. In the United States, there are currently 3.4 billion call center employees that work in and out of different call centers. So a lot of people definitely do thrive in call centers. I've listed the top 5 metro areas that do employ call center employees: Atlanta, Dallas, Phoenix, Tampa, and Houston. For me, the skills that I'm passionate about are the skills that I'm able to use every day. The skills that have helped me be successful. I've learned to lead, I've learned to develop, to motivate others, to inspire others, to assist our customers, and I have a passion about driving results. All of those things have helped me where I am today. What I would recommend if you're considering the call center industry is do your homework. This job is not for everybody. I spent a lot of years working nights, working weekends, working holidays. It might not be for everybody, but for me, I decided that that was something I wanted to do. I wanted to pay my price to see another door open for me. Currently today, I oversee a group of 300 employees in a collections environment. Our job is to return bad debt back to the company. So I know that what we're doing every day is extremely important to the company I work for. What I would say, finally, is if call center work is something that you are interested in, do your homework. Take a look, go out and see what skills are needed. And if it's something that you feel driven by or something that you feel passionate by, I feel like this is a great choice for you. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.